Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. Sorry, I just finished having some Redskin. I'm so stuffed. But I do have room for a second course. Chef, what do we have? Bengal? You don't say. It's week 2 of the NFL season. Let's get started, guys. Welcome back, guys. This is the whole 10 yards. Let's jump right into it. Week 2 of the NFL season. The New York Giants hosting the New Orleans Saints in an early game here on the West Coast. And I'm very excited for this game. These two teams play a very similar type of defense. It's just like JPP's hand. It's missing a few pieces. But seriously, it's going to be very offensive. It's going to be a lot of fireworks. No pun intended. It's going to be lit, just like JPP's hand. Oh my God, I'm on a roll, guys. Shout out my riders, though. But seriously, this game is going to be very offensive. It's going to go back and forth. Both of these two teams were in very close games last week. The Saints lost on a 2-point conversion, and the Cowboys won with 6 minutes left. And I mean, we'll never know what happened if Terrence Williams had just decided to, maybe keep going out of bounds. But it's like, oh, let me come back in. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. But anyway, it's almost like a toss-up. But I think that the Giants can and will take advantage of their wide receiving core. Odell Beckham Jr. drew a lot of attention from the defense last week. I think the same will happen this week, and Victor Cruz can get wide open, Sterling Shepard can get wide open, and I think it's for this reason that the New York Giants will win. So we're picking the New York Giants. Welcome back, the whole 10 yards. The next game we're looking at, the New England Patriots hosting the Miami Dolphins. This game is going to be very good, I think. Both of these two teams last week played a top five defense, and the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. But the New England Patriots obviously had a bit more success. Why do we know that? Because last week on this very show, we chose the New England Patriots to lose, and they actually won. But isn't that just like the New England Patriots, a next man up kind of thing going? Well, the next man up is Jimmy what? Jimmy Garoppolo? No. Jimmy Go Win. That's what his name is going to be for the next 3 weeks. Jimmy Go Win. He's going to take him to the promised land. And we're picking the New England Patriots. Obviously, Gronk didn't matter. He didn't play last week. I don't think he's going to play this week. The New England Patriots had almost twice as many first downs as they did against the Arizona Cardinals. And some would even argue that the Arizona Cardinals have a better defense than the Seattle Seahawks do. And Miami Dolphins, they lost late, but they still lost. A loss is a loss. And I think the New England Patriots are going to win. So let me go ahead and just show you guys right here who we're picking. New England Patriots. The next game we're looking at, the Pittsburgh Steelers season home opener, and they're hosting Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of bad blood, as you guys probably know. Last season, these two teams combined for over $200,000 in fines. Somebody's getting paid. Business certainly is booming. Antonio Brown last week got fined like 10 grand just for dancing. He was twerking. I mean, what can you do? He was a little... Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But this is going to be a very good game. I'm kind of disappointed that it is the early game, but what better way can you think of starting in the morning than watching the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals go at it? The new big rivals of the AFC North. Sorry, Humphrey. The Ravens just ain't cutting it no more. But it's going to be a very great game. Big Ben is going to light it up. D'Angelo Williams had all but 4 rushing yards last week. So if he's not on your fantasy waiver or wire, or if you haven't picked him up, if you didn't draft him, I don't know what's wrong with you. But Antonio Brown's going to light it up again, too. It's going to be great. I can't wait for this game to start. We're not even going to use a pennant. It's just going to be Myron Cope's original terrible towel. And we're going to wave it. God, it smells good. It smells like pierogies. Let's go. Stairway to 7, baby. All right, guys. Last game, Sunday Night Football. This game at first I wasn't too sure about. It could be maybe considered like a trap game or something like that. As I was looking at it, Packers, Vikings. Yeah, you think of the names, the uniform, the history, and you get excited, and then you try to think who's playing quarterback for the Vikings. I don't know. Sam Bradford. Well, as of Friday, he was taking first team snaps, but we'll have to wait and see. But with that, I am excited to see what he can do. He's back with that same running back he had in Oklahoma when he won the Heisman Trophy back then in college. So that'll be really awesome to see if he can duplicate that. But one thing that really stood out to me with the Vikings win last week against the Tennessee Titans was that they had no sacks. They had very limited pressure on them on that quarterback play, and I think that's going to change very much. Dom Capers and his defense and his experience running that defense is a lot different. There's a lot more experience on both sides of the ball for the Green Bay Packers. I think that, and just Aaron Rodgers in general, just the Packers are a much better team, even though See, the reason I said it's a trap game because they've downplayed, or the Jaguars might be, up and coming on some more. They have better quarterback play than the Titans do, and they have much better receivers than they do. So maybe the Jaguars are actually that good. But I think with this game on Sunday night, it'll be a good one. It'll be close. Adrian Peterson, of course, he's going to do his thing. And the pennant, no, we're not even going with the pennant. Because you know what? I'm still salty about Super Bowl 45. Yeah, I said it. But regardless, Sunday Night Football, Packers, Vikings. Packers are going to win. Chalk it up. All right, guys, that was it. Week 2 is not in the books yet, but week 2 here on the Whole 10 Yards is in the books. At the Whole 10 Yards. Don't forget, guys, follow us on Twitter at the Whole 10 Yards. I'll post this on my Facebook, I guess, even though I'm not that Facebook savvy, whatever. But I know it ain't Friday, but follow Friday, hashtag follow Friday, hashtag week 2, hashtag NFL, hashtag everything. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And we're trying to do this fantasy segment because I know a lot of y'all need some help out there. George Gonzalez, tell me why you got a D- on that draft grading, though, bro. You old pineapple head looking. Anyway, let me not get carried away because I can't edit a lot of these profanities that I might say right now. But you're already down 28 points. Who's going to take this L? I'm just handing them out right now. You taking an L. It's all good, bro. Just hit us up on Twitter. Or you know what? You can text me. You got my number. It's all good. Send me a direct message, DM, slide right in there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Emily, you almost had me. But you never had me. You never had your car. All right, anyway, week 2. Catch us back next week, guys. Week 3, we'll look at the week's best games, and hopefully we'll get some questions about fantasy. We'll look at our fantasy segment, Bank or Bust. And I'm waiting on JJ because we need to do this segment, the funniest thing in the NFL this week. We're still tweaking with that, but I can't wait to see that guy. I can't wait for all of you guys to meet JJ, and it'll be great. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hey man, you ain't gonna talk about AJ Green shitting on Darrell Revis?
What? No, man, I'm biased. You almost caught me. You know I can't edit that. I don't know how to bleep that out in the editing bay, man. No, I'm biased as heck. Let's go.